Hello and welcome to the channel. I don't know what that was about. I just had a candle on my desk, so I lit it and blew it out because, you know, I'm that kind of guy. Anyway, welcome back. Thanks for coming. Today I'm going to do another first listen. First listen means I'm going to listen to an album that I've never heard before for the very first time ever. This is not only an album I've never heard of or heard before, but it's a band that I have never, ever heard of in my entire life. They are called Angra, A-N-G-R-A. They are a Brazilian power metal band. I've never even heard of power metal. I mean, surely all metal is powerful. That's kind of, you know, it's a staple of every type of subgenre of the genre of metal is power. Anyway, they're a power metal band from Brazil, formed in 1991, which, when you think about it, is quite an unfortunate time to be forming a metal band. You know, not Kurt Cobain and all of his cronies. Anyway, the album I'm going to listen to is their debut album from 1993 called Angel's Cry. There are 10 songs on it. Lasts for 55 minutes. They have 10 albums, this band, and a bunch of EPs, and they have some live DVDs and things like that. So that, you know, they're not like, they weren't a one album failure or anything like that. They're seemingly a big band, but I've never heard of them. The reason I'm listening to them is they played a big part in the musical upbringing of one of my friends, one of the good souls, Enrico. He's from Italy and he loves metal. He loves metal. And he said that this was one of the essential albums of him growing up. So I have them all queued up here, look, on Spotify, on my phoneo. Look at the album cover from 1993. Like, I mean, that's not going to focus. Maybe I should do this thing that people do. Does that work? Nah. Anyway, Angel's Cry by Angra. Not Anger, Angra. So I'll stick on the old Canionis and let's have a listen, Yonies. Angel's Cry, Angra. Now, first track was called, I think, Unfinished Allegro, and I liked that. It was like 1 minute and 15 seconds, and it was violins and things. It was not what I expected, because if you look at this, the album sleeve, there it's got like a statue from a graveyard, a blood orange sky. It's metal, right? Look at the font. It's metal. And then this thing comes on that's with violins. And it's nice. It was really good. It was surprising. And it gives a little bit of a nod to what's going to come next, right? I was expecting this typical kind of 80s, almost hair metal kind of stuff. And there is some in there. Excuse me. But that's not what they are. I expected there was going to be a lot of noodling, a lot of fucking, what do you call that? Some kind of picking, straight picking, noodling. I expected a lot of noodling. And in the first half of the album, there's a lot of noodling, but it didn't feel unnecessary. It felt like, yeah, that's okay. I can get behind this, because they're all really good musicians, clearly. I loved the drumming. I like the drumming a lot. A lot of double kick pedals going on. I like that a lot. I like in metal when they hit the top of the cymbal, it goes. I like that kind of stuff. The bass was quite different to a lot of metal, I think, my experience of metal. So all of that was good, right? All of that was really good. But most of the songs are 6-7 minutes long or something like that, right? It's a couple that are 8 minutes. And it's just too long, and there's no reason for a song to be 8 minutes long. There just isn't any reason for that. There's no need for it other than to show off. And I think that is exactly what was happening here. I was almost very close to taking the headphones off and going, I can't get through the rest of this, when track 8 happened. track 8 is like an adrenaline shot to the heart because it is a cover version of Kate Bush's Wuthering Heights, which is amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed that version of the song. I really enjoyed the first half of the album, to be honest. I felt a lot of it, though, towards the end was tiresome, really boring, really unnecessary. The very, very last song, I can't remember what it's called, Lasting Child. Now, that starts off as a ballad, and they've already done this before. There's a one track that's like an acoustic-y thing, and I'm like, oh, here we go. The typical metal band's acoustic song, but it doesn't. It's after the verse, it goes boof, and it goes into an Angra song, right? So I thought, right, I've got you now. I know what's happening here. This is a ballad, but it's going to go boomf. And it does, but it takes its time to go boomf, over 7 minutes and 50 seconds to do that. And it also had lots of like medieval sounding flutes and recorders on it going. And I hate that. I hate medieval music when it's mixed in with metal. I'm not a fan of it anyway, man. We shouldn't be listening to that. But if you enjoy it, listen to it if you want. You know, who am I? I don't like the mixture of the two genres or of medieval music with any genre. And this was just, it felt pretentious as all hell. It's 7 minutes and 50 seconds. I wanted to kill myself during that period. What was the other songs before that? Evil Warning. Oh my God, stop it. Stop it, no. Time, I enjoyed the song Time quite a bit. It's at the beginning. It's track 3, so I was still into it then. Angels Cry, which is the title track. Also, I was really enjoying that. Then we were getting into Stand Away, and that's when it starts to go, hang on, this too much. And then Never Understand was just, I was just thinking there's another what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs more to go on this. And I'm tapping out. I was tapping out, throwing the towel in at that point. And then Wuthering Heights came on. I thought, whoa, there is hope yet. And then they pulled the rug right from under me again and went, nah, sorry, it's more of the same, Richard. It's more of the same. Noodling for the sake of noodling. No need for 8-minute songs. You can have an album with an 8-minute song on. You don't need an album of 8-minute songs. I'm probably over-exaggerating, and there probably is only 2 on this, but it felt like that to me. It's a thing about prog rock that I don't like as well. It's like, it's just... Prog rock, Pink Floyd have an album of songs that are like a minute and a half each, and then have Wish You Were Here as 2 sides or something. I can't do that. Hate me if the comments if you want, but that's it. So... Angra's Angels Cry. What do I give that as a scoring? This is difficult to do for me because I was having the time of my life in the first half of that album. I genuinely was. I was engaged. I was joyous and really enjoying myself. And it just became tiresome. So I can't give it a better score than 6 out of 10. It could have easily been a 9 out of 10 if the album was half as long or had half of the songs and just finished on Wuthering Heights. That would have been amazing for me. I might have even gone out and bought it then. But as it stands, I can't imagine why anyone would want to put that on. Why would you want to go and play that? I don't. Sorry. I'm really sorry, Angra fans and Enrico. But I just... Nah. 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching. I hope you will join us again, where we'll be doing more things like this about music and whatnot. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye. Love you.